Welcome to my channel Crypto Monk. This is my very first video. So today I'm going to talk about this new blockchain infrastructure service named Titanium. But before we dive into the detail, I would like to give you guys a disclaimer that I am not a financial advisor, and also I'm not an expert in finances, but today's discussions is all about the research that I have done on this Titanium blockchain, and I just wanted to share my opinion with you guys. So I would highly recommend that you also do your own research before making any decisions. And also I'm not giving any trade advice or buy and hold advice or anything like that. Alright, my friend, so let's dive in. So this is the Titanium infrastructure blockchain, which was recently completed their ICO, and then it just listed on the market just past week. It's about like say a week or so. Okay, and one of the most important things I would like to point out is that the total number of supply, it is they sold 35 million token bar, they call it bar. So now if you go, let's go back to the coin market cap. Let's search bar. So their total supply is going to be around 44, roughly around 45 million. So it's quite a low volume token, but in the ICO they sold 35 million. Okay, so remaining I believe they sold in their pre-sale. So since it is a limited supply token, and I'd like to say it's a very interesting token to think about. So their ICO price was roughly around 1. Okay, so if we now go down and take a look into the graph, at the peak it was I think little more than $4, around $4, okay, in the past week. So now that market collapsed, it also dropped to 1.68 today. So almost like it just lost half of its value since its peak. Alright, so which is a good thing for the buyers, but I wanted to now dive into the discussions to see why it can be a very promising platform. Okay, so as I mentioned, this is basically a blockchain infrastructure providing services, which is pretty much similar to Ethereum, Neo, Icon, Nulls, Navlio, and so on. So one of the very first thing I liked about this Titanium is their, let's find it out in the About Us. Okay, so they are basically pretty much an existing company. Okay, so this Titanium is a sister company of this, if you look at here, EHI. Okay, so EHI, I believe it's a technology consulting company. Okay, so it's been in the market roughly around, I think, almost 20 years. Okay, you see, it was established in 1999. Okay, this is a technology consulting specializing in enterprise infrastructure management, which is a really plus for this blockchain platform. Okay, so now they are already in the enterprise infrastructure management services for quite some time now, So now basically they are transitioning into the blockchain, which is a very positive thing, especially if they can successfully transition into the blockchain. They are already existing enterprise infrastructure management into the blockchain. And if you take a look into their client list, so because they are claiming that all of their existing client from EHI is going to be in the blockchain that they are deploying under Titanium. Okay, so and they have a quite a long list of client. Okay, so here you can see Walt Disney, Pfizer, Boeing, HP, PayPal, and who else? Honeywell, United States Federal Reserve System, Royal Bank of Scotland. So it looks like they have a lot of high profile client. Healthcare services, Kindred Healthcare Services, healthcare. So Citizen Bank. So you see that they have here Microsoft, Accenture, Cisco, eBay. So their existing client list is quite long. Okay, so it is actually EHI. EHI is the parent company of this Titanium blockchain. Okay, and so now this I believe this is going to be a really good sign for this project. Okay, along with the limited supply. Now take a look into the we can see the partner here as well. You can see they are already existing client. So now let's look into the team so that we can have some little more idea about the people that are behind this project. Okay, so we have this Michael Stolari. Forgive me if I'm saying it wrong. Then Richard Silver, which is the director of marketing, and Christopher Snook. They are the key people. And let's move into the, I think that are they okay? So they are providing LinkedIn. But the thing is, I think right now, all right. So it's okay. So they don't have any bio in there. Okay, so I think they should have provided a bio. But I know there, I read about their CEO, Michael Stolari. He has like 20-25 years of experience in enterprise technology management, so which is a plus. So he's already know what he's doing in from his earlier company EHI. All right, so let's see if they have put any detail. I think they should have provided some detail, like a brief description of their team here, which I would say a negative, because they could do a better PR job. But now let's move into the development team. Let's see what we see. Okay, so these are the developer, enterprise automation expert. James Conley. Okay, let's see. Okay, so now let's move into his LinkedIn profile. Okay, so he has a good, pretty solid experience. He graduated from McMaster, then MBA from York University. Now he just transitioned into this blockchain ecosystem. But it looks like he hasn't updated that information here yet. Okay, so looks like he's not that very active, which is, I would say, is bad. as far as the reputation of their company is concerned. Let me see. Maybe you can. Let me see here. All right. So now it's look like it's not letting me. So now let's take a look into the services that they are going to implement. So their team page could have been much more easy to navigate. So okay, so now so they see they're already providing a lot of good services like company as a service, infrastructure as a service, which is basically their cloud service provider. Okay, and virtualization, network virtualization, and all this. And now they're and so it looks like they already have their infrastructure set up. Okay, which is a very positive thing. And if you look, the feature is now unlike typical infrastructure services where a company's technology may exist on up to several hundred devices. The Titanium infrastructure will reside on the decentralized Ethereum blockchain, which is composed of over 20,000 nodes, with each node potentially being composed of several hundred discrete systems. Okay, so which is very good. And Titanium is at the forefront of the utilization of blockchain technology across personal enterprise networking system. Okay, so basically they are trying to bring the blockchain infrastructure into the personal and enterprise networking system. So it's always going to be possible because of their existing client base. So they can execute this goal quite easily compared to other new infrastructure based blockchain. Okay, so that's what I really like about them. And let's move into the roadmap. Let's see what they're. So as I mentioned, their token sale just being finished, I think probably 2 weeks ago. And also I participated in the token sale because of the of their plan, and I really liked the project, and I've been just explaining why I liked it. So I participated in that, and so now the token sale is completed, business plan adjustment, then testing. So now I think in the Q1 they're gonna do testing, audit and revision in Q2, and then Q3 right before Q3 they are going to launch. That's what it looks like. And then in Q4 they will be testing their launch, and then by 2019 they will be in the marketplace, and audit and revision and hackathon, and so and by development and testing, user design contracts. Okay, so I think by 2020 they will be open for development, application development. All right, so basically which is really good. So you see the Titanium IaaS, which is infrastructure as service. So basically, yeah, so their vision is very clear. Okay, but they could have provided more detail, and it looks like they are targeting 2020. So from 2020 other can deploy their application in their blockchain. Okay, kind of like Neo, Ethereum, and Icon, Dragon Chain, things like that. All right, so now let's take a look into the white paper. I think this thing will be repeated in the white paper as well. So let's see. Document revision history. Okay, so there are different versions they're talking about. Okay, so let's say why titanium. Okay, so how convincing is that? Titanium is first to market regarding providing infrastructure as a service, IaaS, and platform as a service on blockchain. Okay, our core competence. So these are their core competence: infrastructure and platform. Okay, so as I was saying, and they have decentralized resources could potentially allow titanium to charge at least 50% less than our competitors. Okay, so yeah, if they charge less, of course their service is going to be very popular, which is a very positive thing. So the thing is, what they are claiming, if they can execute that, that's the main idea, main concern here. Okay, if they can execute, then it's a very good project. So because of its decentralized nature, titanium could potentially be able to promise customers uptimes of 99.99 for all services, which is another very positive thing. Services, application, devices, etc. Okay, and then cloud-based infrastructure as service and PaaS are centralized, therefore prone to outages. Okay, so they're saying that the centralized system is prone to outages, yes, and performance degradation, typical hacker attacks such as distributed denial of service. Alright, so basically, since they are decentralizing, so it is going to reduce those kind of hacker attacks, like especially distributed denial of service. And at this one I mentioned already, Titanium is the sister company of EHI. EHI is already an established company. This is the first technology company that our founder and CEO started, which has been in business close to 2 decades and can give a warm hand of Fortune 500 education and government clients to Titanium. Okay, so yeah, so we already saw their existing client from Fortune 500 companies like Microsoft, Cisco, IBM, Pfizer, Boeing. So those are all big name global brand. The Titanium core team has over 200 years of experience. We saw the team. Okay, so but we got some issue with the LinkedIn. Sorry about that, but you guys can do your own research. Just so that you can validate. Okay, so the one thing we could not validate is the LinkedIn, because they did not provide any bio of their detailed bio of their team. They just put picture and the designation. So I would highly recommend that you validate the core team member on LinkedIn, but make sure that you are signed on in LinkedIn. But right now I haven't been using LinkedIn for quite some time now, so and especially in this system, I don't have my password saved, so I was unable to access. But next time I'll make sure that you can go and explore the LinkedIn profile as well. So it says, and the team members are considered to be in the top 1% of their respective technology fields, which is good. And Titanium is the very first blockchain startup to achieve both Dun and Bradstreet DNB and Better Business Bureau accreditation. Okay, so they got some accreditation. So you can do this. BBB is a quite well known. Okay, I don't know about DNB though. Okay, so let's see what we have. I think the others are kind of the same, pretty much the repetition. So just do you own research, so take a look for more detailed information. So pretty much we talked about I think most of the things. See here, they said in 99 when it's established, so those information we already got to explore in their website. Okay, so look like Mr. Stolari is quite a successful person, businessman. And let's see. Okay, oh, their clients here, so you can see the comprehensive list of client, all big names, most of them, and their team members. They got quite a big team, which is also good. So one thing I would like to comment here, even though we could not explore their LinkedIn profile, once again sorry about that, that they have a really large team. If you can see, unlike other blockchain startup, they have really large group of team, and I think it's possible because of their existing parent company, which is EHI. So basically they are branching out from that EHI and kind of transitioning into blockchain. All right, so mission statement, decentralized infrastructure, mission statement. Let's see what their mission statement. Our mission is to leverage the power of the immutable blockchain to provide virtual infrastructure services for business and individuals, creating a titanium-clad guarantee of reliability which had previously been wholly impossible. Okay, so yeah, so they have a really good mission. Okay, so enterprise, see that the thing is that enterprise is the place where big money is. Okay, so the more and more enterprise, if more and more enterprise join the blockchain revolution, it's going to be better for the blockchain community as a whole, and because that's where the big money is. Okay, so and it is also going to help the mass adoption of blockchain and cryptocurrency. That's what I believe. Okay, so which is a very positive thing about this titanium. Alright, so they have all this. They also put a code for their Solidity Scrub contract code, so that you can do, and so you can also explore their GitHub. All right, so let's go back. Yeah, so that's pretty much it for today. So once again, but before we head out, so let's see, go back to the coin market cap. Okay, so let's see how see, I think probably this when I bought this in the ICO, it was roughly around $1, maybe little more than $1, $1.05, or I think probably you can find it from their website. Probably, let's see. Okay, let's figure that out. Titanium ICO price, it was little over $1, I believe. So now, okay, let's see. Let's see Mars. Okay, so let's see this. Yeah, $1. Okay, so it is $1 just. All right. So now if you take a look into the current price, which is 1.68, it's not that bad, I would say, because at the peak it was $4. Okay, at the peak it was $4, $4.24. Okay, so now the market is down, and it's also very unknown, so to the community at this point. So that's why it's dropped 1.68, but I'm pretty sure it's going to go up really soon. Okay, so I believe it's still a very good entry point if you decide to get into this. Okay, but once again, do your own research. All right, so that would be all for today, but do your own research, make a meaningful, thoughtful decision. That would be my suggestions, or that would be my comment of your decision making. And if you like the video, give a thumbs up. And once again, guys, this is my first time making this video, and I'm looking forward to improve this more. And also, this video was quite impromptu. Okay, you have seen it was very I was not prepared, so I was just I have been doing this I've been researching titanium for quite some time now, but I did not really used any sort of slides or anything like that. It was, in that sense, it is completely like impromptu. All right, so I hope it was informative, and if you like it, smash the like button, and I'm gonna see you guys next time. Bye bye.